Greetings, shoppers. Thank you for joining me tonight for TMNT Splintered Fate. With me on most co-op games all the time is Husband Husby.
Yep, that's me.
And we are going to be doing this as a one-off. We are doing it in the middle of our playthrough, which is why I have the fact that it is a spoilery type of situation, because you're going to be seeing a lot of the characters and a lot of the stories already like open and resolved. So I'm going to tell you just briefly, we're going through these portals as the Ninja Turtles and crew because Splinter has been captured by a shadowy figure. Have we spent our money?
I thought we did before.
Okay.
Let me double check. Yeah, it's gone.
Okay. So we are going to defeat all the bosses again and again and again and again. There are a few variations thereof to get artifacts from Splinter, and then this guy will eventually release him if we win enough. It's a roguelike, so you can upgrade in run and between runs for like extra like lives and stuff like that. This is an in-run power that Bajust is getting now. He is player 1. I am player 2. I am doing this because it will give me a 5th. You don't start with any revives, by the way. You slowly get them. So, and then you get scrap as in-run currency, and there's a lot of foot soldiers. We have the DLC, so the character I am, Metalhead, and Casey Jones are not in base game. It's just the 4 players that are turtles that are playable, I believe.
Yes.
And so that's kind of a thing. Now, as you go along, you will also find the coins he took are for the after game runs. But I can get an actual upgrade. So water upgrade, let's see. 20% attack and special damage area. Sure, that sounds okay. But yeah, the pizza slices come off the bad guys. There are portals that take us to like harder versions of areas with like certain conditions, like you go slower or stuff like that. And you can get like extra currency. You need like certain parts or things like the Ninja Turtle masks to like upgrade certain powers and whatnot. Like we had to kill Shredder so many times to get his claws to get more revives or something about like getting more life for each time we revive, something like that. So there are different things up there and across where his name is and my name is. I don't get any of the dragon or dream coins that upgrade between levels because I'm player 2. They don't let you see it because only stuff for player 1 counts.
I can try going into at least one at least.
Okay, it'll tell you like what goes on. And then we can get like extra coins and stuff like that. Sometimes we get like an extra mastery or something. So I don't like Metalhead's tool. It's like mine's on the floor, but they don't seem very good to me, but I do like his ability or his special. I don't like Leonardo's special. I think Leonardo has the worst special in the game. Yeah, and you can eventually get some of those like extra bots that can like follow you around. It's something that like April and Metalhead back at the base can give you. Like as an unlock, but you can't like call them up. It's not like a drone strike in COD. It's literally just like something that happens once in a while. And they don't really attack very hard. They just kind of keep the heat off you a little bit because they can distract them. So I don't really like this one because it supposedly gives me 25% elemental damage, but usually I have so little of that it doesn't matter. After reaching full charge, whenever you reach a store, lucky dice. Okay, that's not bad. Lucky dice helps you reroll stuff, or after charging a full, you can get a laser. I like the laser as well.
Makes sense for you.
Yes, as Metalhead. Do you want to do the special boss?
I guess I could try it. But probably not the real boss.
No, we're just in the mid-boss range. All the special real bosses especially are really fucking hard. Really fucking hard. And since we have the DLC, we do have like one extra area we can go into. Instead of always going to one place, we also have the junkyard because of Casey Jones. So you can have like abilities that will help you do damage if you dodge or whatever. You can give up your tool for a different tool or have other people's mastery. Like Donatello, you can like heal up like 10-12 damage each time you enter a room. So that's helpful in its own way.
Apparently we never beat those two on this portal.
Yeah, you get like little achievements or whatever, you know, when you do a new type of, like, kill a new type of enemy or whatever. So let me see what we got going on here. Ooh, special critical hit chance, attack critical hit chance, attack critical damage, or tool charges faster. I'm gonna take that. Yeah, we don't get those kind of like inspirations or masteries every time. So sometimes we do when we do special things. Like, plus when we defeat like some of the like portal bosses, it actually gives us more of those special currencies I was telling you about, like masks or whatever. Oh dear. So yeah, you have to defeat this multiple times. So if you're not one of those people that wants to defeat a boss repetitively to get something, I don't think this is the roguelike for you. But there is like a ton of upgrades, like brings you back to life, you can move faster, more damage, more health, more critical hit chance. Then there are the dreamer coins that give you like more scrap when you enter a room or stuff like that. There's like a bunch of different stuff you can upgrade.
Oh, this says pizza no longer appears after bosses. So that's why that happened to us that one time, because we didn't read the debuffs before going in because they last the whole run, I guess.
Oh wow, I thought it was just like till you get to the next area. No pizza after bosses is fucking tough. You only get them after like real bosses, not sub bosses, but still. Do you need it? Do I need it? Do we both need it?
I don't need it, but I don't know about you.
I probably got hit with my luck. But yeah, we'll run you through some of the power-ups after we get back to base. Okay, mastery, final strike, elemental damage for each robotics power. Not bad, I guess. Dash is the final strike tag. I don't know what that would do for me. I want to re-roll, and I have 3 dice, so I'm gonna... Wait, did it just... Wait, no. Dash is a cooldown. Okay, plus dash attack damage and 1 dash upon defeating an enemy. Let's do dash cooldown. Yes, I needed that pizza. So we might have fucked ourselves is what you're saying with the...
Yeah,
you know.
that is what it is.
Oh boy. Well, then we'll be back faster and we'll be able to tell them or show them, essentially.
And for some reason, the turtle tower has doubled its cost?
Yep, didn't used to be that way.
Is that the same for you?
It should be. Wait, I'm in the wrong spot, sorry. Ah.
Yeah, it is double the cost for you too.
Yep, it used to be 400, so... Yeah, they actually really can hurt you, those,
Yeah, it looks like it.
those jumping in things. So you gotta be real careful what you take.
We weren't careful.
Nope, we're just... Because we're trying to collect other stuff. Oh, thank God. Okay. That's worth it to me because some places have so many lightning strikes, it's unreal.
Yeah, I also have lightning strike immunity now. No, let's not go in there.
We're just doing regular metalhead now, or regular leatherhead, I mean.
We should probably like stop going on those portals for a while now, and I see how much damage they do to us.
Yeah, they do. We have to really like be careful what we decide. But oh, he is so hard. He calls like the fucking toxic giant ass rats on us too, so
Yeah, and they cover the entire floor while he's doing his crap.
yep. and he does a lot of crap anyway, so it's a lot. And I can't even tell you about like we haven't even been to fucking Shredder yet. Like Shredder is like deep cut, like ultimate form. I hope we don't have to kill him that way, because if we do, yikes. We ain't getting out of that alive, I don't believe. But yeah, we should have pizza after this leatherhead, whatever.
Well, we won't now.
But we won't because of the constant penalty. I thought it was only for the area we had that like him, but...
Well, now we know why the pizza didn't appear that one time. It wasn't a glitch.
Yeah.
We actually brought it on ourselves.
Because we thought it was a glitch. Guess not. So yeah, they make us move slower, or... So they're not just harder, they have consequences. So you can get masteries and stuff, and you can get like special, like I said, things for upgrades, but yeah.
Well, luckily we didn't take a lot of damage during that.
Tis true. But we're pretty powerful considering. Yep, off we go.
Yeah, I think we've got enough portal debuffs for now.
Yeah, but then that doesn't give us like extra like stuff either.
Apparently
So.
it does if you get to the end of the run.
And we've never managed that. To do like a lot of the different... It's so hard, even with all the upgrades we already have. It is so undeniably, unbelievably, unapologetically difficult. So, special applies guard break. That's actually pretty good. Speed or special critical hit. I'm gonna do this one. Because some of those fuckers, they have a tremendous amount of guard that they just keep absorbing our hits, so... Oh, no, 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 no. Don't do it. Well, yeah, he got hit with my special, so it gives him the 3-second. We'll see how it goes. Sorry, I don't mean it to follow me. We tried it extensively, and it doesn't matter who first person is. It's just sometimes it follows player 1, and sometimes it follows player 2. I used to play exclusively as player 1, and then I would turn my back and it would be like, you know, where's my camera going? And then he'd be like, I want to, you know, player 1 must get the camera. I'm like, no. Definitely not. Let's see, what do I want? 10% charge, Splinters revive, and then fills your special. I don't want that. Okay. After reaching full charge. I just used a thing and I don't think they gave me something else. Let's see. I'm gonna try this, I guess.
Okay.
Nothing really jumps out at me, but oh well. Yeah, at the beginning they used to, when we were both in position, just start the level, and now they make us count down like one of us isn't in place. It's really weird. Yeah, you can get what's called a light shield after you dash or whatever, and it helps you with like the shuriken projectiles and whatnot. I wish I had the protection against floor hazards. There are a verifiable shitload of floor hazards eventually.
Yep.
Especially with like Shredder's daughter. And of course Shredhead himself. Which you need to constantly watch out for.
Indeed.
Okay. Whenever your charge effect activates, gain 1 adrenaline. I'm not a fan of that. Maybe because I don't know how to use that properly. Whenever your charge effect activates, whenever you attack, gain a 10% charge. Fine. That works.
Yeah, with lightning storms, we need to read these more.
Well, are we both immune to lightning?
Yes. So this one we could take.
Okay, let's go.
We don't actually have to dodge the lightning.
It's actually, I think it's beneficial for me to get hit, which
Yep.
Makes sense as I'm a robot. Sometimes it can either fry you out or, you know, recharge your battery. So the Discord thing, for those of you who don't know,
Ouch.
yeah, the lighting on the floor still hurts, I think. Discord is supposedly requiring this coming month, I don't know, is changing to be teenager friendly. And the only way it will not be teenager friendly is for everybody to be considered a teenager until you give proof that you're not. So they either want the ability to get your picture and somehow keep your like verification on your computer somehow, so that almost they're like in almost all instances will delete your picture right away. And I'm like, okay, in what instances won't you delete it right away?
Over here, question mark.
Okay. So yeah, I'm like, in what circumstance will you not delete it right away? That's what I want to know. Can you tell me that? Because in almost all circumstances, fucking Discord is not all fucking circumstances. So what are you exactly telling me here? What does most circumstances have to do with anything? So in what circumstances will they not be deleting your stuff right away? They don't tell you that one. So that's fun. For one thing. And then they're like, well, it'll be kept on your computer somehow, the fact that you're old enough. How exactly? Ouch. I took a lot of beating that time. So how exactly will they be able to see on your computer that you have been verified? So will they have access to certain files on your computer to prove that you've been verified? That's what it fucking sounds like. So I either have to give them my face, my whole ass ID, my social security number, or I have to give them access to my computer for frequent regular checks that I'm still a grown-up. So, doesn't that sound delightful? And of course, they're going with a think of the children thing again. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to mean it in every which way I can, and not hopefully sarcastically. I know children need to be protected, but the thing is, no matter what they do, it's going to slip through, and parental responsibility still has to factor in here. When I was a kid on the internet, or I was a teenager, I should say, we didn't have internet when I was a kid. I had to use it at school, and of course they have like major checks in place for kids and what they use at school. But my mom had to like be like, what are you doing? Why are you in a chat room? Like freaking out. And like she had to watch out for what I was doing. And I don't think it's gonna stop people from pretending to be a kid. I could be wrong about that. It's not, the danger is not really, and I know that kids do this because I've done this. The danger isn't so much as a kid pretending to be an adult. It's an adult pretending to be a child. Because, you know, yes, I know kids see bad things on the internet. Trust me, I do. I was a kid on the internet myself. Do you know how many fucking video game trailers I couldn't watch unless I lied about my age? Sure, I'm 18. Can I please see Mortal Kombat for fuck's sake? You know, I played that from the time I was little, but I couldn't do it without lying about it. So, I know there's always danger to kids, but at the same time, it gives them a convenient excuse. Think of the children becomes you can't be trans in public becomes we need you to give us all your information before you can access anything where you distribute information, becomes we can lock down anything about you, becomes you watch this corn site, well, we're going to tell your job unless you give us money, unless you whatever, because reasons. It becomes a lot. Okay, that charges me 60%. And then that's my laser. None of these are great upgrades. Let me try again. I guess we'll do that one. But yeah, think of the children gives them an awful lot of power, because all they have to keep telling you is it's to make people, you know, kids safe. And who's going to argue with that? Who's really going to say, no, I don't want the kids safe? Of course everybody's going to want the kids safe. And I brought up the trans like issues before, but it's the same thing. How many times have we heard, think of the children when it comes to like trans youth, and like what if they're not really trans and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden it becomes, well, 18, you don't really know your own mind yet because your psychology is not, you know, solidified yet when you're 18, so they have to wait longer. It goes from think of the children to we're just saying think of the children so we get our foot in the door so that we can just control whatever the fuck we want. That's what happened here with our library. So our library did the whole book banning thing in the grade schools and the high schools and stuff, right? So one of our little like country schools here, part of their, I'm gonna take this, let's see if we got anything good. Sure. Anyway, part of their whole thing with the children's library was that they were going to just take it out of the schools, but one of the schools also in the area shared space with the public library. Yeah, Metalhead just keeps telling her, like, that conversation keeps going and going and going. But yeah, so because one of our school libraries shared a space with the public library in one of the rural areas, they got certain books out of the library because they were protecting the kids. So then they went to the other libraries around the area and said, hey, we took this book out of the public library, so technically you should get it out of yours. So they start you with, oh, it's just gonna be the kids' libraries, the school libraries to protect the children. And then it's, oh, well, it was out of this library, so that means you should take it out of this one and this one and this one. And pretty soon, the book's just not in the fucking library anywhere. Kid, adult, doesn't fucking matter, it's just not there. So while you could have possibly a discussion about certain things, it's honestly just to keep people away from.
Yours is not a victory.
Which way?
Whatever way you want to
I'll
go.
just go this way then.
Because we could always go a different way. So that's how it happens. So think of the children. Everybody is like, yes, children should be protected. Good idea. And it goes from we're protecting the children to we need to know everything about you. We need to get our hands on everything. And then it's, well, maybe you shouldn't have access as an adult to this content either because, you know, it's not moral, it's not just, it's not right. And it goes from protecting the kids to censoring what you as an adult see. And that's a lot.
Hey, that's the thing you wanted.
Yes, that is what I wanted. And hopefully they upgrade that shit for me. So think of the children gets them in the door because everybody thinks that, you know, of course kids shouldn't have access to adult websites. Of course kids shouldn't be subjected to this, that, and the other. Of course. Like, I would say most normal adults think those things. Like, of course we should keep, like, really violent, really bad things away from kids. But it starts out that way and then turns into the, well, we just have to get rid of it for everybody because it's not good, it's not moral, it's not right, it makes you think wrong things, quote unquote. And all of a sudden your 50-year-old neighbor can't tune into the corn pub on his night off of work because that's him thinking wrong things as well. I'm gonna try this one.
Okay.
Because I'm not really happy with his landmine still. So if it comes to pass where I have to verify, I will not be staying on Discord. And I think a lot of like people still don't know about it. And somebody on the left, I don't know if this is true, I'm gonna have to find you because I literally was off screen. It's not your fault, the game just does what it wants. Anyway, that was my tool. Apparently somebody said it has to do with like Planetaire, whatever, the like software where they are literally keeping track of people. That one, that it all goes back to that thing. And if so, it's not about the kids, is it? It's about keeping track of the adults, what you say online, if the government doesn't like it, etc., etc. Like, this is a very slippery slope type situation, because if pretty soon we're taken away from certain kinds of content, means that we shouldn't be necessarily allowed to say certain things either. Because of what if that gives us the wrong think, or somebody else the wrong think? And I'm not talking about like the paradox of the tolerant of the intolerance or whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about if somebody at your job sees you like talking about certain things or whatever, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, and yeah, you can get fired that way anyway, but what I'm saying is it'll give them a much easier time to make sure you can't see certain things. Oh, you think we shouldn't be attacking a certain country or doing a certain thing? Well, you don't have a right to see that, and you don't have a right to talk about it either. I don't want that one. I'll do that one. And then I'll do this one. Alright, broke is a joke. So, and TikTok actually is horrible now that, like, they got their hands on, like, the American portion of it. So, you have to, like, certain things you can't talk about anymore. Like, if you want to talk about a certain, like, let's say island and, like, a certain person and a certain file, you're not allowed to talk about that anymore. You're not allowed to bring it up. And it's like, okay then, like, that's interesting. And I've heard that a very specific, very conservative person is the one who got a hold of, like, TikTok, so... And I don't need to tell you that a certain other politician had said at the time, before TikTok got taken over by, you know, Americans, at least part of it, that one of the politicians is like, it's killing us for the younger generations to be able to see what's actually going on in Palestine. Now, why would that be? Why would being able to see the truth make us not so willing to support a war? Isn't that weird? Almost like we were doing the wrong fucking thing. Almost like when people see war, they don't really like it that much. Almost like if you can't control the fucking narrative, your house of cards crumbles. So they want to keep a hold of the narrative. So... sure.
It's like Master Splinter says.
But yeah, it's wild out there, Shelpers. Like I said, long story short, I'm just not gonna be doing
Not a day to leave the sewers.
any kind of anything that requires me to have. And that's another thing. At one point on the computer, I was asked if my like gaming profile for Toluca, this channel, had any kind of, how do I put this? Any kind of age verification. They wanted me to verify my age as Toluca. And on my tablet and stuff, they didn't. So I was like, I'm just going to go back to that until they get their ass straightened out. But no, I'm not happy about that. Like, so many of us don't want our stuff on the internet or shouldn't want. And then people are like, well, who cares? You know, our stuff's all over the internet anyway. And yeah, I know it is. But instead of being like, well, you might as well have my last colonoscopy results, we should be like, they shouldn't have our shit. And that's another thing, like, Discord had a fucking breach of over 70,000 accounts not that long ago. And then they're turning around and saying, we'll keep your stuff safe? My dying ass, you will. Oh, it wasn't us, it was one of our partners. Oh, you mean one of the partners that you actually said you were going to give our stuff to this time? I think I'm going to keep the other one. After reaching full charge, I have charge with the electricity. Let's give that a try. Why not? I am a robot after all. Coo. There are alternatives to Discord, but I don't know if any of them would work for my community. I know I only talked to like a couple of people on Discord. I could talk to them on Blue Sky, but here's the thing. Blue Sky doesn't have voice. Like, you know, the other stuff. You can't even send fucking pictures on Blue Sky. If I want to send someone a funny ass meme, I have to dig up Discord or email. So, while I like, you know, Blue Sky for messages, it doesn't give me a way to like hang out with people. So if I want movie nights or something, I'm still kind of fucked until I can find something else. So, I mean, do we all do Zoom or Google Hangouts or what? So, it's just, it's a lot and it's bullshit, and I hope they don't do that. That's a level 3 shuriken. They gave me a level 3. Okay, what is my... Hang on a minute. Run details. What is my current tool at? Where is my current tool?
Yes. Why? Oh, I guess, oh.
A. 25 Ultron damage. Lightning strikes 8 times. Okay. Versus... deals 45 damage, 3 shuriken. I don't know. I still think I get more out of the lightning damage. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Because it's 8. We'll see. Although last time I was Metalhead, I had a setup with shuriken all the way. Like every time I did an attack, I would get a shuriken that flew out guaranteed, and it was actually pretty fucking funny. And like, B just has the shuriken that flies out, I think.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, see, they get hit by the lightning.
I'll pull through. Tell your boss we're coming.
Ooh.
Oh, my house?
Yeah, you're getting hurt, my friend. My little turtle buddy.
The hazards of flying on and off, really.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't think about that. I told you we could have set up thingy bingy on the chat on the phone. You could just read it to me.
I know. It's not as bad as it could be, at least. I've done worse.
Well, the overlay does fuck me over too, but I never realize it until I start playing. You know, usually people don't watch this far into my videos, so now is when the fun stuff starts. No, I'm kidding. I'm thinking about playing Dead by Daylight next week because they brought back 2v8. So I might drag Bajust on next week for one of our things as well. I don't know, what do you think?
For DBD?
Yes.
Didn't I say I could do that with you already? So
yeah, so I'm thinking about doing it since it's a 2v8, so I'm thinking about doing a DVD stream next week. And then, of course, Arietta won't be done tomorrow. I'm positive it won't be, not with the way I'm going. So it'll probably be DVD and an Arietta. I'm trying to get Arietta done. As long as I can still navigate it and shit, I'm gonna try it.
That's the spot.
But I never know. Oh, man. Oh, I thought I was done way more life than that. I'm like, why didn't they give me something better? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to the rest of my scrap until afterward. Yeah, you can attach artifacts, like an artifact to yourself, which is why I actually have a
You sure you want to fight again?
thing,
Promise. You'll get no quarter from
like an extra life.
Who wants a measly old quarter?
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, a lot of people are pissed off about the wheelchairs in D&D. Hi, Shy Guy, how are you? I hope your week's been well.
Coming through.
Or going well, I should say. But yeah, people are so pissed off about wheelchairs in D&D. Why do we have them if you can get a flying carpet, blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, are you like a powerful mage that just has one up your asshole? No, then maybe you have to at least start out with a wheelchair. I don't know. Yeah, these two are cowards. They run and then make a gauntlet for us.
Juniper Jr. on our way.
Here's where we run like the wind. After them.
But yeah, I don't know what my life... I accidentally hit my fucking... God dang it. Okay.
What?
What?
What did you accidentally do?
My alt.
Well, it's not like it takes forever to charge, at least.
That is true.
Stop here. They're up ahead.
Let me try to get this dude over. Oh, okay, you're just gonna leap over, I guess.
I was trying to kill the people behind us, but I don't always make it.
Yeah, I was trying to help get the camera to go over there.
Yeah, I'm okay. Monday was my blood work. I won't know until probably the 19th when I see my nurse practitioner. They did a whole slew of it. And then they're like, do you want to do X thing about your, like, warfarin? And I don't know if that was, like, do something different with it or if it was just to, like, get me on, like, home testing. Because they've been trying to get me to home test for my warfarin for a while so I wouldn't have to go in and get it done at a hospital, which I'd be grateful for, except I have a port in the middle of my chest.
Oh, didn't need to do that.
So I actually have... Oh my god.
I know, it's like clusterfuck city over here.
What the fuck were they up to? So yeah, they want me on home testing, but I need to get my port flushed anyway, so I'd still have to go in. So until I'm done with my port, I should not be looking into doing anything at home for it. And I'm like, well, we were gonna look at Eliquis, but right now, I need to kill my immune system. I need to kill it dead. I need to kill it flat dead. I woke up yesterday and I had new joints swollen. Like absolutely new joints. Like my other index finger is starting to go and get swollen on the side, and like I had such like a flare up yesterday between the chronic pain of going out and my flare of my arthritis. Oh my god. I could barely move. I told Husby I was thinking about pissing the bed instead of going and getting into the bathroom. It was that fucking bad. It was horrible. I could barely deal with it. So I told him, no, I need to figure out on the 19th. She's gonna have to refer me to a rheumatologist, and I know she is. And I don't want to deal with yet another specialist, but that's what's gonna have to happen. And rheumatologists cover a lot of like immunocompromised, or a lot of things where your body is attacking itself or your immune system is attacking itself. So that's why I have to go see one. So I'm hoping it's a good one. I'm hoping that it's not just somebody that looks at me and goes, oh, you're fat, that's why your immune system hates you. Get down to 110 pounds. And I'd be like, that's not why my immune system hates me. That's one of the reasons some, like, strangers hate me, but not my immune system. Either fortunately or unfortunately. So we'll see.
Tell your boss we're
That means I might have to go next.
This big dude on there?
Yes, we've upgraded. Remember we upgraded the people?
I didn't remember we had that much of an upgrade.
We upgraded the thing that April can do sometimes with the hacking. So now we sometimes get these people on our side for a room.
Oh, shit.
Too bad we don't get it for like Splinter or like the upgraded versions of like Karai or whatever.
You said Splinter instead of Shredder.
God damn it, I call Shredder Splinter a lot. A lot. The other day we were playing this and I was like, fuck you, Splinter, and here Splinter is the one we're saving. Oh man.
Can we keep him?
Nope, he goes away after the room just like everybody else.
That was the first time we've ever gotten that.
Yep.
So no wonder I didn't know we were gonna get it.
We did upgrade it, but yeah.
to become a better ninja.
He has to leave sometime. He has to go home and do robot things.
Yeah.
He has to go do the robot. Which I'm assuming is his partner at this point. Yep, see? He just fell over and now he disappeared.
Yeah, he fell over, then he just stands there for a bit and is like, oh right, I have to go away.
That's okay. At least I can stand in the middle of the lightning and try to get them to do it with me, because I think they get hurt by lightning.
I have to go now, my planet needs me.
Oh man. Speaking of my planet needing me, I'm probably gonna fucking die in a minute. That's okay, I got like 5 revives, but still. They're not full revives. You don't get like revives from, you know, all the way. Thank you. I woke up yesterday and I'm like, well, my days as a gamer are numbered, my days as a crafter are numbered. Like, I was really like sad about it all. Because I'm just like, I'm not gonna be able to fix this. But we're gonna do what we can. Husby's mama has like a lot of autoimmune stuff and she's on a medication that actually helps her. But the minute they take her off of it, because it's one of the ones that kills her immune system as well, well, the minute they take her off of it, it comes right back. So they had to take her off it because they thought she had been exposed to COVID. So then they had to like try to make sure she had her immune system to fight for her if she got sick. And the thing is, most of the time, my immune system does not fight for me.
Someone's losing money.
My immune system is like, oh, a virus? Come on in. Let's make her septic while we have the chance. And then when I have an immune like issue, I'm like, please don't hurt me. It's like asthma attack, more arthritis. You can't mean that you don't like me. You can't mean that you don't want this, Toluca. It's really like they think I'm the cause of all my problems, which, not physically. It's wild. Ah, shit. I just got... Oh, I get all my life back during a fucking redo. Oh, nice. I must have upgraded that puppy sideways. But yeah, I'm terrified I'm not going to be able to hold a pen eventually, all that kind of stuff. I use my hands a lot. I like grab onto my grab bars to get myself like on and off the toilet. I grab my walker to get in and out of my wheelchair. Like, I do a lot of stuff with my hands. I need my hands. Everybody needs their hands, but like, I do so much with them that I can't, you know, it's not like I can pick up hiking if my hands start not to work.
I'll pull through.
So, it's wild. But she said that they can probably do something for me, so I'm gonna just hold out hope that she's not kidding. Because I legitimately need some kind of assistance here. So that's what I'm gonna talk to her about. because I don't really know what else to talk to her about. I was gonna start with something smaller, and then my body's like, nope. And I've gotten so many joints affected for the last year, I would say. It's like affected over and over. Like my index finger on both hands, my pinky finger on my right, my ball joint and my thumb that makes holding on to things harder. Just a lot. Several of my toes, my right wrist as well as the ball joint. It's just a lot.
I like this strategy.
Plus all the other bullshit I've already had. Because like my back is bad, my hips are bad. I'm just like, imagine like a 127-year-old and you're just in that area. So I think I have more aches and pains than an anagenarian a lot of times. It's fucking wild. So yeah, I just got through talking about Discord and like all the shit they want in order to claim that you're an adult. If I can make sure that like I don't know if I have an 18 plus Discord. If I can keep it from 18 plus, because honestly, outside of swearing and what I talk about, like I don't ever like get sexual with people. I don't post nudes. I talk about like everything and anything, and some of that's political, some of that's inappropriate for kids, which is why I kind of keep my channel and everything I do 18 plus. You know, I'm almost 41 years old. I'll be 41 in a week from now. And I want to be able to like talk politics or give it like a safe sex tip or whatever, and all that kind of fun stuff without, that was nice, thank you game, without having to worry about like if a 15-year-old or whatever is in my stream and my Discord, etc.
The way of the ninja.
Nice double select. Yeah, we have something that gives us a low chance of getting a double select for powers or whatever
Father
in run. So
I'm almost completely dead, by the way.
oh my,
Yeah.
please don't tell me that.
Okay. Forget I said anything.
That scares me.
I'll use the power to help the guys.
A challenge. Should you accept it?
That really scares me. Who are we at? Are we almost at Shredhead?
Yes.
Oh, so you're saying I might have to take Shredhead on alone? Do you want me to start crying before or after? I know he's gonna be, you know, not the difficult one, but I can't even kill Shredhead without you, so like I don't know what I'm gonna do there. Yeah, we have the little like dog computer things again to kind of keep him busy. Why did I move from that? I get energized by the lightning.
Because instinct.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna be like, no, I can just stay put, and then I won't be able to. Although some things are hurting me and I don't even know how. He flies all over though. Oh, his fucking thing almost looks like the color of lightning. It's just like more purplish.
Well, considering I'm going to be alive for one more second, probably.
Yeah, I don't know what would be a good Discord alternative for us either. But I do wonder if there is a good place for like talking and whatnot. I would enjoy that. Hopefully there is one. I should look into that article more. Somebody posted that right under the whole Discord requiring you to give up your fucking blood sample, your firstborn child, and one of your ovaries, so prove you are an adult. And like, what happens if someone has a baby face?
I don't think I should even bother with any of this. I got like literally one health.
Well, if you can afford something. Why did they give me that?
Because you can afford it.
I want this though, but then I won't be able to get this.
That's fine.
I'll get this actually.
Okay.
Because I get a full health bar, I think, when I die. I'm not sure, but I think so. I wish I could have gave you my points. You could have got a fucking upgrade, like a life.
5 rerolls and they didn't want to give me any of it.
No.
Sheesh.
Not very polite, is it?
Yep. Alright, let's go. Spoiler alert, I might give you my controller to defeat Shredder when you die.
Is on your trial.
You mean, well.
I'm not guaranteeing, but...
You, but I will never be.
Then you are only.
I'm not guaranteeing. Oh, he's already got friends out. You motherfucker. I hate that when you do that. You should not have more friends than me, okay, Shredder? That's cruel. Ah, I'm already dead. I forgot.
Oh my.
Metalhead's fucking thing is, oh no, you're already dead. Oh no.
I told you I have like 1 health.
Okay, I'm not gonna beat this, so if you want to beat this, you're gonna have to take the controller from me. If you don't care, I'll try to puss it out, but yeah, I ain't winning. I almost sound like I'm doing yeah, oh, over here. But yeah, I'm not winning otherwise. Are you winning, son? No, I'm not. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm trying, Lord. Ah, that's so slow. That's so slow. Okay, I just gotta keep my distance and he can close that gap really fucking fast. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna win this. I'm not doing any damage to him hardly. And he's got fucking other stuff that falls from the sky. Fuck me. The minute I fucking try to do anything else, he's like on me. I can't like hold the button and jump at the same time, game. Oh, fuck me. The minute I try to like do anything to him, it's like he's there. Oh no. My God. Okay, hold on. Thank you. I don't think I got him though, from he was that far away. Oh my God. I hate it when they get stuff that falls from the sky. Fuck me. He's like my least favorite thing that falls from the sky though. He is my least favorite thing. Ah, shit. 2 lives. 2 lives, I should say. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let Just do this, I think, otherwise we're not getting through. I want to be able to do something kind of cool in the game so that the Shelpers can be like, oh my God, she can actually do it, but do I want to be, you know, like the 2% of me actually making this, or do I want to, you know, do something better and be like, you know, I might as well just let Just do it. Okay. Oh God, I'm already like zapped with something he's got going on. Okay, critical. Not of the moist variety. Okay, I don't know if my things are going off. Oh dear God. Okay. Okay. I'm trying. I mean, he's the easiest one to win with apparently, Metalhead, because he's distance. So it's better than like having to be in his face all the time. But he gets in my face a lot, so I wish I had more like block damage. Oh my God, no. Okay. Oh shit, he got me. Is he gonna be ultra super now, or he doesn't get that till like near the end, right? Oof. Yeah, I can't always, like I said, I wish he'd have like a bigger indicator. Because like we have so much other stuff on the field now. That his purple stuff, my brain is like, is that the purple or is that the... Oh God. He's in his protected bubble now, isn't he?
Uh-huh.
Oh no. I might have to tap out. Because when he comes around, he's Shredder Prime. Have we fought Shredder Prime?
I don't recall.
Oh God, please. If he's something I haven't fought before, I'm so toast. Oh God, please, Lord. Okay. I do have stuff that makes me like stronger to the stuff on the floor. I don't know by how much though. Nope. I'm trying to actually kill things here, Shredder. Doesn't have to be you yet. Okay. I'm just trying to get rid of the things he has on the ground. The little electric buddies. Oh no. Fuck me. I got stuck on a wall and that was weird. It looked like it glitched. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being, you know, salty. But it kind of looked like a glitch to me. Maybe that was just his little twirly birdie thing he does. Okay, I'm gonna have to switch to you because my hands are actually starting to get hurt. Yeah, it actually is pretty good, but okay, I gave it to Bajust now because I would probably just panic and let myself die, so oof. I mean, could I have eked it out? There was like a 5% chance, maybe 10 on a good day, but I'm just gonna let him do it. This is not hard Shredder, by the way. This is just like normal ass Shredder. I'm honestly, like, my secret hope with Discord is they lose so many members that they realize it's a bad call. That's kind of my hope. That they lose so much from this, they're just like, wait, you know, so many people are canceling Nitro, so many people are whatever, that we're just not gonna do it. It's okay, you got one more life after this one. Yeah, there is a thing that makes Metalhead like move faster during his ult as well. I do like Metalhead's ult, but he does get swiped a lot during. Everybody's like doing articles on Witchbrook too, and I'm just like, oh my god, I really wish I could play Witchbrook. Because that one's supposed to be like made with multiplayer in mind, and it's like a witch academy, and it looks so nice and cozy and fun. I'm not sure if it will be. With great hype comes the great disappointment usually, but you never know. I'm just glad it's still coming out. I'm just glad State of Decay 3 supposedly is still coming out. Though I have to say I didn't like State of Decay 1 very well or very much, so if that goes back to that kind of formula, then I don't know if I'm going to be playing it very often or for long. Yeah, but you know, Twitter was able to withstand it, so, but Twitter was huge, like bigger than, a lot of people use Discord. I shouldn't say that, like a hell of a lot of people use Discord, so I don't know. I guess it depends on like how many people are refusing to pay it or use it, you know. I'm on like other people's Discords, but like I'm not in there. I'm like a lurker. I don't really participate in Discords. I should. It would help me find community, I guess, but like I don't know. There's always this thing. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a story, and I'm gonna tell you something, and it's not verifiable anymore, but you're gonna have to take me for what it's worth. I was around the time, like before I became a VTuber, husband had already been kind of a VTuber, so I was kind of like dicking around in like other Discords and stuff or whatever. At first, I don't remember if like my other name is on any Discords. I don't honestly remember. I'm just Toluca now. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I had tried out Discord before all of me, before the turtleness, and I was into a VTuber duo and nobody's gonna remember who the hell they are. But I consider them like based on the Gianna sisters. They were singers, and one was more like pop based, one was more rock based, and they called themselves sisters or whatever, but I don't know if they were just friends or what. And the one like had like sharp teeth, and I could explain who they were. And thank you, my dear. Thank you for winning for us. We have to let the dialogue go, because the guy's gonna talk to us again about Splinter.
Yeah, you will return.
Okay, we're gonna turn it up just a hair.
Yeah, blabbity, blabbity, blabbity. Let's just get our next stinking trophy.
By the way, you can tell from Raphael's voice that it's Sonic's voice. Yeah, this is the person that has Splinter, but
So your fiery sibling's bravado is rubbing off, I see. Not so
we still don't know who he is. We're thinking it's the guy that has the shop for us.
When you will not even reveal
We're thinking it's the guy with the shop
instead choosing
that gives us the shop in game.
shadows.
Yeah, our little bro ain't the one who's been
And I think it's the sibling to the one who gives us the Dreamer coins, but
Yours is running out, whoever you are. We found a pattern in all the mayhem you've created during this so-called game, and it's telling us we're nearing the end game.
yep, we are.
Figuring you out, one round at a time. So like my brother said, give us the trophy we won this round, and we'll put it next to all the other ones you and Shredder couldn't stop us from winning.
Okay, so I don't know what that would translate to payment, but Discord doesn't have ads like Twitter does, but they both have like pay for stuff, so
I must admit.
I know that their thing to cancel Nitro went down. And I know, like, when Disney Plus had everybody boycotting that, all of a sudden their thing went down because, oh, so many users were trying to cancel, blah, blah, blah.
We're gonna find out why. I promise you that.
Interesting. I'm sensing a pattern too. One of blowhards and braggarts. Well,
I love the word braggart, actually.
trying to find order in
It's one of my more old-timey words that I say, like, overmorrow or whilst. I know whilst is still used in Britain, but not here.
Guys, it's Master Splinter's TV. The one he's always watching his soap operas on.
soap operas. That explains the rat's penchant for melodrama, I suppose.
Or the rat just like soap operas. I do too, they're funny.
Lay your trophy next to the others.
Especially ones that have to be shown in like a half an hour time slot, because they have to like keep everybody like knowing what's going on, so they have to literally keep repeating themselves or giving like little tiny snippets of things, and then they're like, oh, you mean the time that Sheila broke up with Danny only to be with Joe, and Joe is his evil twin brother's ex-wife? And it's like, okay, what? But they have to keep doing that like every day almost,
Lucky guess.
or at least multiple times a week.
Cross-check it against your inventory database.
Master Splinter's TV? Hope it's not broken. He loves watching his soap so much.
I've completed my analysis. The television is a missing inventory item.
You could always tell me what we're missing still.
Back to kicking butt so we can win the next stinking trophy and get closer to ending this stupid game.
Wait, Raph, not so fast. Much as I hate to admit it, that mystery freak had a good point. We're getting too
Are they gonna make the game harder now then?
Yo, we got shredded.
By the way, we're on easy, and we get our ass handed to us in the like little spiral world, so
We gotta remember that this whole thing started with an ambush. We can't let ourselves get so overconfident that we end up...
yeah, they could end up stealing other people.
I'm with Leo. No matter how much progress we make, there's still way too much we don't know. The portal guy all but admitted Baxter Stockman's involved. Why?
Yeah. And like, why do his stupid mousers attack us one second, then go after all the foot dudes in the next?
Hence, that general is skillful in attack whose opponent does not know what to defend. And he is skillful in defense whose opponent does not know what to attack.
Sun Tzu?
Exactly. He was talking about keeping your enemy off balance, constantly guessing what their next move should be.
So it's all part of the game, so to speak.
Them next at the same time.
Sounds like strategy 101 to me.
It kind of is. And I have a
Yeah,
feeling
not knowing where we're gonna go next.
when it comes to Stockman's involvement
There's also like an arcade type mode where we go through the places and get stuff, but it's mostly more of the same.
Wait. He's working with Angel?
No, not that nobody, Mike. What I mean is, Stockman's on his own team. He's the ultimate opportunist. If he's
Yeah, a lot of billionaires are.
He's only playing for himself, just like he always has.
By the way, I don't know how the billionaire march went this month, but I hope they had fun, I guess.
Explanation is usually the best.
So many people actually thought that was fake news. That they weren't really going to do it or whatever. I think they did, but I didn't see anything about it, so maybe not.
Sense.
But so many people were like, they're not really going to do that.
And Stoots Roo?
I saw something from Bernie Sanders that was funny. I have problems with Bernie too, but it was funny because he's like, won't anybody think of the billionaires? And then he was talking about like how difficult it is to know how to fly the plane that, or the helicopter that's on your private yacht, and how hard it is to find like people for enough house cleaning and cooks and stuff for your like 12 residences and stuff.
Shredder and the creepy hiding guy?
It was sarcastic as hell and I loved it, but
Yet cautiously. We've come
yeah.
too far to let reckless cockiness ruin everything now.
Then lead the way, Leo Sue. Let's keep this winning streak alive.
Okay, we can spend our money on the upgrades. Yeah, there's like different stuff. And we need certain things to open up other things as well. What is the 800 over there on the bottom?
Okay, so that's the best we can do.
Okay. Well, I was just wondering like what it was precisely. But yeah, Disney Plus crashed when people were getting rid of it. When was it Kimmel that was fired at one point and then brought back? Anyway, they do that a lot, and then they're like, well, you can't cancel because we can't handle the traffic. That's it, all the traffic. Please come back later after we've done something different. But I don't know if Discord's actually gonna... Here's the thing, a lot of people that scream about something they don't like may or may not actually get rid of... You're gonna be someone else?
Yeah.
I'm okay. If you're not gonna be Donnie, I might be Donnie then.
I'm not gonna be Donnie. You him aren't him often, so I wouldn't use him.
Let's make.
Yeah. Can you imagine a billionaire march? Like, those poor, underprivileged billionaires. Like, how can they deal with their life?
Gotta be perfect.
So sad. I don't know how they could handle it. Good thing we have a march to bring, you know, some kind of awareness. You know, we have gay pride marches and disability pride marches, and thank God the billionaires got the chance.
Wanna make this a team up?
Yeah, just don't call me your sidekick.
But yeah, people who are reading the Bernie thing were like, okay, he's being sarcastic except for the last thing. He's like, there is no way there's a billionaire march. And it's like, no, that did happen or was going to happen. Okay, my dash attack damages things. That's actually nice. I like having that on my dash attack for some reason.
More ways than one.
Okay, what is that? Increased?
Okay, veteran Jamie enemies. Okay, plus declining 3 portals will stop more from appearing this run. So it's basically, well, the enemies will always have more health and damage. Let's just go this way, yeah.
Okay, well, if you read it and you decide, you can, you know.
I don't want to end up screwing us over like last time. I think that's why I didn't make it all the way through.
But yeah, Donnie has kind of an invincibility or a shield at least for a while.
Not a good day for Red.
There we go. Wrath is one of the best default tools in the game. So it's like something that can actually like latch on you and like pull you closer. Or if it's an enemy, see?
Yeah, you can get it too if you want.
I can, but I like it, but I don't want to like
Okay.
be against yours where we might be pulling them in opposite directions.
Okay.
That would be getting rid of my one thing. Boost lasts 4 additional rooms. I like that. Because sometimes the only decent option we have is a boost, so.
This projectile bile?
Oh, cool. Yeah, I wanted to know, like, when you think that we should read it, because I haven't started on it yet, because, well, let's just say I can read, like, 10 books a week easy, and some people aren't readers, so I was thinking, like, early next month or so, but I don't know, you and I might be the only ones reading and discussing the book, so I kind of want to know what you would want as far as timeline, and then I'll tell everybody else kind of when the book club is going to be. And we'll do book club on here. And maybe I'll save it as an archived stream just so people, you know, can get an idea as to what it's like. I am going to try to keep, like, if we do book club again, I am going to try to keep it to free books. But that means a lot of us will have to be, like, hot on the button to get the book in time. Because, like, where I get it, it's not perma-free, so. And I know some people don't have easy library access, so, like, a lot of times you need an ID to take out books from your library. And contrary to what a lot of politicians think, it's not always that fucking easy to get an ID, a photo ID. I tried to get it for years before I could finally get it. So.
A challenge. Should you accept it?
What? It's mini boss. Okay, what does this one say? Just mini boss hard mode. Which way do you want to go?
Let's just go this way.
Okay.
I named this rat
I think I nerfed this way too hard.
We can do. Well, it didn't say there was any kind of like bad thing about that room except it was a mini boss, you know. But up to you.
An exceptional encounter.
But yeah, I don't want to go too fast. But I was like, do I want to do we want to do middle or early next month? You know? 4% of max health, that's fine. What does that portal say?
Dash count reduced by 1. 50% longer dash. No, we went in there before. No wonder I couldn't dash as much.
We're gonna look and see if there's like a plus without too bad of minuses, but right now it seems like the minuses kind of suckaroo. And honestly, what we get, because we can't stay alive after doing a lot of that like negative stuff, so a lot of the pluses we get outside of the boss stuff for the extra is kind of ridiculous. So my extra boost for the rooms isn't something you get, but if you take it, I might get it. That doesn't make sense. I'm gonna take the dragon coins, fuck it. Okay, we both don't need a heal. Dang it, hang on. But yeah, I read a lot and fast, so if I wait until next month, then I will probably not remember what I read or be like, it's like 25 books out from reading it, so that's why I have to wait. I hope it's at least a decent book so far, though. Because like I said, I haven't started it yet, so... I don't know if anybody else took it, so... And like I said, it might just be you and me. 30% ooze, 30% Ultram. I have Ultram. But 20% damage to bosses sounds good to me. Not the best one, but not bad by any means.
Got my eye on you, bench boy.
But yeah, it looked really good. It was like video games and, you know, it had to do with like isekai, whatever. And I love isekai, and I was like, hopefully. Enjoyable but sloppy. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. I hope it's ultimately enjoyable. I do. Because I'm like, I agonize over what book to pick because like so many people with different tastes, you know, it's gonna be kind of hard to pick, but it was like video games and then it was like other stuff. So I'm like, you know, we could try that one. It's fantasy. So if it's isekai, it kind of fits with like anime, it kind of fits with a bunch of stuff. So I thought it would be decent.
What's it gonna take to change your calculations?
So, aha. Yeah, he slams the ground 3 times like a fucking toddler being pulled off a video game. I hope he doesn't go in the water, and he's going to. At least we'll get our pizza back after the end of the battle. Yeah, I hate it when they take our pizza away. Please don't take my pizza away. Okay. There's gonna be... Oh, shit. I can heal up whatever he's done to me so far. He has not jumped in the water. Nice.
Victorious again.
Yes. I can now get a new pair of boots and a purse.
No ranch dressing?
After, I think we should go through the junkyard after this then.
Okay. Makes
Make this
sense.
a team up?
Yeah. The junkyard is like a DLC thing. Because like I said, it's something we got from Casey Jones, so. On boss defeats, random enhancement, we don't have that many bosses after a special. I don't want any of these. Can I get new ones? I guess so. 2 special charges, sure, I like that one. I like his bow staff swing. So we're just gonna steal that. Tomorrow is Arietta of Spirits. I hope I have stuff to talk about at that point. I'm always worried, like I said, I won't.
Is it tomorrow and not Friday?
Yeah, Friday we're going out.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Okay.
Friday is out to the $1 store and out to the grocery store. We're gonna get lots of delicious things for our birthday, and I don't know what day we should actually celebrate our birthday because I'm going to the doctor the direct day after our birthday, so.
Get ready for Hurricane Wrath.
Well, that could be interesting, or it could be something that pulls you out of the story. I'll have to see how they do it. Kind of sounds like it might be more of a disruption, though. Okay, 5 rooms. Okay, my tool would last longer. But I only get 5 more damage here. 4 enemies near where you end up, sure.
Make it better, I guess.
You need this?
I don't think so. And I get like plus 12 recovery when I leave anyway. So if we're only both down a little bit, you should get the pizza first.
I already ran into it.
Okay, that makes sense then. We got some Mausers on deck, so they can take some of the lumps, hopefully. But yeah, they were like, it's a grim dark without being like grim, and I'm like, okay. I'd have to see what that's about. Grim darks can be a little much for some people, so. I was reading like a paranormal romance book, and it was kind of sort of interesting, and then at the same time kind of sort of lousy.
Who says you can't improve on perfection?
Ah, I get it. Yeah, then that would suck. We'll have to see. But yeah, we'll talk about it. I'll think about questions, or we'll just talk about what we did or didn't like about it. Maybe we can do like a half-ass review. Like I said, I don't like the fact that we have to be fast or we can't get the books, but it's better than the alternative because I know so many people can't just go to the library and get a book or whatever. Would that do anything for me? I don't think so. We're gonna just do ooze for now. You know, it's not like we're a book club meeting at a library where like the library person like running the club can actually give us each a copy of the books and make sure we have it read in time. So I'm trying to do something that won't cost like a lot of money for people and like leave them like feeling left out because they can't afford to do it or they live too far from a library. Like I said, when my library started requiring us to have IDs, I was fucked for a while because I couldn't just go and get my ID. Like, you know, it hurts me to go places, like literally hurts. So I have to make sure it's apart from all the other places. And we had to make sure like we found my documentation. So I had to find my driver's license. I had to find my birth certificate and my marriage license. Because like a lot of women who got married in America, I changed my last name when I got married, so...
Please just keep respawning until we hit the big one.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You're like, get your ass over here. Okay, got it. Got it. I gotta remember, I'm not, like, lightning proof now. A lot of grammatical errors. Ooh, that sounds fun. Sometimes they're funny. I'll have to see. I was wondering if Bajast wanted to read it together so that we could like talk about it together on stream as well. I don't know if that's something he would want to do though. Oh, wait. There's 70 flame. I think that's better than what I currently have. So let me just steal that. We can get out of the air. And then it spreads to nearby enemies as well. So chain fire is always a good time. Yes, let us go. Jump into the gaping anus of the void. The Venus, as it were. They need to reinforce these cardboard boxes. So, the paranormal romance I was reading. This influencer's boyfriend, fiance, left her 8 months prior. And her sister is going to be getting married. And her sister was the perfect one. She was like the cardiac surgeon. And that would be great, except I don't have Ultron damage anymore, I don't think. A light shell. I want light shell. Because that will protect me from projectiles while I dash. So that sounds like a good time to me. So anyway, this girl who doesn't want to be alone for her perfect sister's wedding decides to like hire an escort. Now, I know what you're gonna say, like I know what kind of book this sounds like. There is no sex in the book. None. Like they don't even take each other's shirts off. Like they kiss, that's it. So she like tells people what the dating service what she needs, and here this vampire basically answers the call, and he's a billionaire vampire, and he kept that open, like the date place open to be a member of it, just because he wanted to like do something different with his life on and off, I guess. It doesn't really make sense. But like he finds her endearing because he finds her honesty refreshing. The fact that she needs a buffer between her family and her at the wedding. She, you know, her fiance has someone new, and he's going to be at the sister's wedding because he's friends with the future brother-in-law. Like, she just laid it all out. So he meets her. There's an instant attraction, but of course, he's a vampire. It's like called Billionaire Vampire something or other. Oh, Inferno to enemies hit by fire damage. Nice, because that's my run. So she notices like he like stands stock still, he doesn't fidget, that he's colder than like her by like a mile, like not even room temperature or just room temperature, stuff like that. So he has a problem with his progeny. one of the people he made, sired, into vampire life, there was a girl that he let die. And that was his progeny's woman. And from that time on, his progeny's been trying to keep him alone. Because he blames his sire for his girlfriend dying. Because vampire hunters got to draw the two vampires out. Like in the 1800s, they took one vampire's woman to one end of town, one vampire's woman to another end of town. And he had to basically decide who he was going to save. And of course, he saved the woman he was in love with. Inflated length.
Sure makes some choppy water.
Well, we're going to read it and see how far it goes. If you can't read it, like if you're like, I'm out. Like if you're like tired of it, just let me know. We'll find something else. Because I'm sure you and I are going to be just about the only people reading this book anyway. So, the vampire kind of, the vampire's progeny basically, like, is keeping him single. So he starts kind of being like, I'm watching you with her and stuff like that. Not knowing it's fake at first, but of course the vampire and the influencer fall in love. And he keeps watching them together and sees them together. And he's like, I'm going to tell her what you are. But then the vampire says, hey, she already knows. And then the vampire says, but like the mean one, the villain says, but does her family know? I'm going to tell them at the wedding.
Yeah, Karai, just admit it. You're beat.
And the Council of Vampires doesn't want to do anything because she's a human. And like they don't give a fuck about humans. So they have to figure it out themselves. So he calls in backup. So essentially, they set up this elaborate trap. Trying to figure out if they're going to be able to get the vampire, the bad vampire, away from the girl. So he can't kill her or like tell her family that he's a vampire and stuff like that. So there's like chapters on and off of the villain taunting the good vampire, of the good vampire feeling really bad about not being able to save the one girl that his son, the vampire he sired, his woman, like, and then you find out that the women that have died because he basically helped them die. So you learn all of this, like how bad Damien, the villain, is. Like over and over. How he watches them without being seen on camera. How he basically threatens her. How he like tells every time they're together, like he gives text after text. Like it's on and on and on and on and on for chapters and chapters. How dangerous this guy is. That he wants to kill her. Because if she doesn't... Let me see here. Hang on a sec. That would be good. Okay. So if she doesn't walk away, he's going to kill her. And then the morning of the wedding, which he's going to tell like her family at the wedding reception, go after Poppy, the heroine at the wedding reception. He had called in friends and stuff, the good vampire did. And literally it's like a page and a half. The whole confrontation. So they built up this mega super confrontation with this guy like watching them and stalking them and talking about intimate details he knows and like showing up at the wedding and like meeting her in public so that her family knows he's there and all this kind of stuff.
This'll do.
And then it's a page and a half. And then it's, oh, we finished this. Essentially, oh, it's just done now. So because he wanted the good guy to be alone, like the good guy and his friends chained him up with silver chains so he couldn't move, and then threw him in the bottom of the ocean so he couldn't escape. Because he's like, you wanted me to feel loneliness? Feel loneliness. And the other vampire's like, just kill me. I've wanted you to kill me forever or whatever. And he's like, no, you wanted me to be lonely. You get to experience what true loneliness is now. So they just dump him off into the water and just go on with their lives. And they get to like scratch each other once and the whole fight is over. So here they set up this huge confrontation with like the stakes building and building and building, and then it was just like, nope, nothing. Not even like a few pages of battle or getting the upper hand or thinking they might not win or him escaping the fate they gave him at the bottom of the ocean right in time to like take Poppy away. Nope, nothing. It was just like there and gone. And I don't know if you know this about me, but if you give me something in a book that lasts a long time throughout the book, like it's a huge fucking thread, you don't just be like, oh, it's gone now. I mean, they could have dropped it entirely and it'd have been worse. At least they gave us like a resolution. I've read books before where like they'll introduce people and plot points and then they'll be like, oh, this doesn't actually matter. We're not going to bring it up anymore. I hate that. I really do hate that. So at least there was some kind of resolution, but if they're going to hype it up throughout the entirety of the book, for them to like be at 89%, give us a page of, oh, they're going to fight each other, they circle each other, their fangs are drawn, they scratch each other, and then the friends come up and throw the chains around them and dunk them in the ocean. I'm like, are you joking me? This is the big fight? This is the guy we were scared of? And they didn't even need the council's involvement, so them bringing up the council was fucking ridiculous. Because they needed the council's okay to actually kill him, which they got when they recorded the conversation where he basically says he's gonna out vampires to a bunch of humans.
Should you accept it?
Yes. Here you get there and then it's nothing. Yeah, exactly. Totally anticlimactic. And I liked some of it. I did like some of the world building. I liked some of like the romance between them. It was a little too repetitive. Like one of the reasons why she liked the vampire is like he really saw her for her, not the person on like Instagram or whatever. But they kept saying it over and 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 over to the point where I was like, I get it. He sees her. That's great. Let's move on. So some of it was a bit repetitive, but I did like some of the characterization and some of the romance and stuff. And because it wasn't just like, oh, we're going to take off your clothes.
I'm the safety inspector. I got a report of an improperly configured hydraulic press.
Liar! Nothing here is properly configured.
Well, at least she knows. But yeah, so I was a little peeved, let's say. I mean, I know it's a paranormal romance, so romance is going to feature pretty prominently. But the romance ended up being a bit repetitive, and like I said, they gave me something huge, and I was like waiting for the payoff, and there was no payoff. You know, there's going to be another book in October, and it's going to be her friend that falls in love with a vampire. So maybe their stories will intersect and there'll be more of it, but
I mean, we don't know where they are.
No! Slambone! It's all right, Casey. They'll pay for this.
with all the ooze on the floor, I'm like, they better not be damaging us still. Yeah, when I'm reading romance, it almost has to have some kind of like paranormal element or something. I don't like insta-love. I like slow burns. They have to like earn their love. And I'm not a big fan of like 80 million pages of sex. I just keep like passing through it, like scrolling through it. I don't know if that's the asexual in me or if that's just you've read like 29,000 sex scenes of so-and-so touching so-and-so here and putting this there and that's it. Like, I hate to say it, I know it's I'm gonna sound like the most like fuddy-duddy on the planet, but like, it's repetitive mostly. Like, sex in general is repetitive. I mean, you know, unless you're like heavy into other stuff, like stuff most people don't write about, you're still really vanilla and there's not a whole lot of variation. So I'm just like, do I really want to read this again? No, I don't. Do I want to read where his manhood was like velvet wrapped steel again? No, I don't. But I'm also not a fan of like the like Christian romances where like if he touches her hand without a glove, like it's like, I know that's more like period romance, but yeah. I just like romance without all the bedroom play better because to me they have to fill it up with something else. So, but then if they don't do bedroom play, I guess what they fill it up with is like this big battle that's never going to amount to anything. I don't know. Just me, maybe. So I have to decide whether I want the possibility of things that don't go anywhere, or if I want the, you know, the sex where at least the pages are filled up with something. But either way, it's something you skip through, so... boost barrier damage. 8 rooms, huh? I'll take that.
Oh, fun. Another chance to scrap hack our programming.
A pleasure.
I have a book I'm gonna give Dan eventually. And it's like how to write a love scene. Because Dan and I are both old asexuals. So, like, Dan has a hard time, like, even writing flirting. And I got a independently published book about, like, erotica or spice. So I'm going to send it to him. So he can kind of learn more about that. I can write amazing love scenes. Like, from flirting to all the way to the finish line. But... yeah, I've never had a problem with that. Maybe that's because I grew up online.
You buy the artifact.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read and go. Oh, I want those right away. That's 75. Let me see if I want this. Inferno duration. Final strike and explosion. Which one is the final strike?
That's your third hit and an attack, Shane.
Okay, we'll do that.
Conflagrational twist.
Yeah. Like I said, if there's full-on sex in that book, I don't know. I just, like I said, I will just skim the scenes. Or when we do book club, we can critique that. Like, was this dialogue realistic or whatever? That would be fun. I might actually do passages in the book and like highlight them and like put them on screen. Not the full book. Remember, this is educational. So we're allowed to like critique and talk about the book and stuff. So maybe if there's like anything extremely gregarious that you want to like mention or something, tell me like the passage and stuff in the book and we'll put it on the screen so people can see what you're talking about. This might end up being less about a book club and it might be like you and I doing a book critique. I don't know. We'll see. All we can do is try, right? I'm trying to like run into him so he gets my flame damage. Or not run into him, but like dash into him. After this run, by the way, win, lose, or draw, this is gonna be just in my last run of the game.
On stream, you mean?
Yeah, on stream, not in general, my dear. Just on stream.
Man, nobody cancels the headliners. This is merely a delay, a setback.
The next setback
Yeah, either you or I could take like screenshots and highlighted passages, and we'll talk about them as we go along. Because you and I might be the only ones talking about this book. I know how you feel about maybe doing voice with me on stream when we do this. So you can still type. I might think about the questions we're going to ask ahead of time. Like if I have questions for you about a certain aspect of the book, maybe I'll give you a bunch of questions beforehand so you can think about them. And like craft your answers. But you know me, I'll probably talk about shit I don't even think about until I'm there. That's kind of how I am. Apologies. But I'm going to try not to like spring extra questions. At least some of them I will let you know beforehand. So that way you have time to consider. But like I said, if in a day or two you find something in the book and you're just like, this is fucking awful, I'm out. Just let me know, we'll find something different. But like I said, this can be a critique instead of a book club as well. That would give me a longer shelf for that. I think, I don't know. Does this really make them explode? I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna just do a longer light shelf because if I remember correctly, there are a lot of bastards with shuriken on the rooftops. Oh, I was watching you and thinking you were me for some reason. All turtles look alike, I guess. I guess I too am Donatello in my mind. I'm Donatello in my mind. But yeah, I've thought about doing like poetry book reviews and a whole bunch of other stuff. I thought about just doing reviews on this channel too, but I will tell you right now, I'm not a good book reviewer. I'm just not. And part of it is I spent years trying to get it through my head that I am not doing a book review or talking about a book to flatter the ego of the writer. I'm doing it to talk about it to not only just gather my thoughts, but to share it with potential readers. Okay, light shell reflects projectiles. Okay, we can reflect them now. Good. Okay, mostly to a comedy so far. Okay. Like I said, if you do figure out that it's not something you want to engage with all the way, though, just let me know. They do give on Free Booksy new books every fucking day. I've got a few horror books there I want to read, so I get a lot of like the silly romance ones. I get a fair amount of fantasy, and I'm not really a big sci-fi reader. Like it has to be like a very specific kind of sci-fi. I don't know why I'm not a sci-fi reader. I used to be. But then again, just because something is labeled as sci-fi, it isn't always like... How do I put this? You know, I'm going to take this. It's 75 coins. Star Wars is labeled as sci-fi, but it's more like a spaghetti western. If you like really think about it, at least is what I've heard it described as, and actually now that I have heard that, I can't really unsee it, so to speak. Yeah, I tried to let you get the pizza because you don't have a Healy going on. Ooh, I really wish I had the immune from fucking lightning again, but we'll see. Back this way when you're ready. They might have been hurting each other though, that would have been nice. Because the Mausers and stuff do hurt the foot soldiers and vice versa. By the way, I didn't say that wrong. That's a reference to Escargoon from the Kirby anime. Every once in a while he goes, and vice versa. Revved up. So how did you build your turtle this time?
A lot of fire.
A lot of fire?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. I'll just do more flame damage against bosses. I wish that would stack with your stuff. Like, we can help each other out. Like, occasionally, if you take, like, the room boost as player 1, player 2 gets it as well, but mostly there's nothing that... There's, like, occasional things where it'll be, like, universal. And it's like, oh, okay, that means that it, you know, happens with other people, so... Yeah, if I keep dodging the shuriken, it will bounce back. Husby and I are still playing like Grand Bazaar a lot. And I mean a lot. So that's been nice. We're in winter time now. Well, I'm in fall, he's in winter. But Grand Bazaar has a lot to do and stuff. If you are into the farming sim games, where you can like get married and have little animals, not as children. Just like, you know, ranching and farming and stuff like that. You will really like what they did to Grand Bazaar. When they redid it last year, it's actually amazing. Yeah, space operas are like these long, epic, yeah, journeys into space and whatnot. Okay, projectiles deal 60% of your max health as light damage. Apply Inferno to enemies hit by flame damage. I already did that.
Consider that you have like a 415 health total, so half of it would be like 200 damage.
Oh, okay. You're like, there's a good option there, Toluca. You big Toluca. But yeah, just because certain things say they are other things doesn't mean they actually are. So.
Okay, that's ours, I guess.
Like, apparently, the book series by the transphobe that shall not be named honestly reads a lot like a mystery, because there's always like MacGuffins and always an object to be found and so on and so forth, almost every book. So I can kind of see that one as well. I see more of the spaghetti western, because to me it doesn't matter if it's actually a, like, how do I put this? I don't think that it matters that it's actually a mystery more, because it is and has all the trappings of fantasy. So I don't think it's just like wrapped up in fantasy. I do feel more like it is full on fantasy. But I can see where the other one reads more as a spaghetti western like Star Wars does. At least the first 3 films. So. For those of you who want to know about different aspects of writing, I have like writing channels I can recommend you. But one of the things I've been looking into, there are like a lot of like specials for like classes and stuff for different things. And I found a YouTube channel called The Writer's Bridge. And I was watching like social media for writers with Jane Friedman. I read Jane Friedman's newsletter. I don't know if I want to get rid of any of this, because that's like, I don't think I have a Final Strike one, so I think that'll be okay.
The Foot have issued a gauntlet challenge.
Mystic Flame is no match for my staff.
I know, I love that when Splinter is like, they've issued you a challenge. It's like, Splinter, don't fucking try to get me to die, man. I don't care if they issued me a challenge or not. They can nana boo me all they damn well please. I'm not gonna just fucking haul off and make things harder on myself. Why would I do that? Oh man, I could barely reach him. Okay. He didn't have friends.
Fine by me.
I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but usually the Foot Clan has friends. They could like have a verifiable rave or a surprise party going on uptown. And this time it was nobody, like Joe was by himself, like poor Joe, you know?
Fuck Joe.
Fuck Joe?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Joe is dead now.
I guess we gotta go see this guy.
Yep, time for this. But yeah, when we got the Dream Coin stuff where we could get the second set of upgrades, there was like a blue person, a blue outline of a person that looked similar to the red outline of a person that's keeping Splinter hostage. So I'm thinking it's kind of like they kind of exist together. I need some health, and then I don't know if I need another revive. How many times have you died this round?
I haven't.
You have not died. I do not need a revive then. Because you will protect and love me. Alright, and I can get a revive anyway, fuck it. I mean, I can't take it with me, I might as well spend the damn shit.
Just felt like it.
We have received a gauntlet challenge.
Farewell, my young Arginins.
The plot thickens.
You're getting beat up by kids.
Yeah.
Don't you mean a pathetic rat's
I can get where that would be. And if you're reading it in a book especially. Like, sometimes when I hear someone do something idiotically, like, oh, you know that was a bad choice, like, the plot thickens. I understand that. But that's usually what I use for people that are making interesting choices in life. Okay. There we go. Spank him. Oh, that wasn't Shredder, though. That was just... I keep forgetting Shredder's name. I thought it was like Yoshi, but I don't think so.
Right at the top of the screen.
Well, then who the hell is like something Yoshi or Yoshi something? Yosha... I don't know. It looks like Yoshi to me half the time, but it's not, I guess. Maybe that was Splinter's name, kind of? Yosha something? I have no idea. I am good with all this. You know that. Names are amazing. But I do think it might have been like Splinter. Okay, I didn't die yet. I thought that was me.
That was me.
I literally thought that was me. I'm gonna die in a sec though. Yep, there we go. There I go. We did get an increase in life when we come back though. That was decent. I'm using like my flame way too much for the dash.
What are you talking about?
I keep trying to run in through him to give him fire damage. And that's kind of a stupid thing to do because I keep almost dying. Ooh, I thought we had slowdown there. I could be wrong. Ooh, come on. I wish I had the floor one where I had the invincibility to the floor stuff they like to do. Okay. Come on, get through. Well, at least I got something going on there. Oh, he jumped over my fucking ult. Of course he did. I'm trying not to face tank, even though I want to.
I was dodging that, I thought, but okay.
Sometimes the dodge is a little weird in this game, but we're also on the overlay, so kind of how it is. Oof. But yeah, if I remember tomorrow, I want to talk about like some of the things going on with like the people who are asked questions about America at the Olympics, and I want to talk about like horror movies and stuff in like at the Oscars and whatnot, if I can remember. Because my sister and I have been having discussions about how the Oscars treats like musicals and whatnot. And because she's like talking to me about how Wicked didn't even get like a nom for costuming. So, and I said to her, you know, most horror movies aren't, you know, even represented either, but
Perseverance and the teamwork are to account for your victories far more than mere luck, Michelangelo.
Father!
Yes, my son, and a very proud one indeed.
As you have every right to be, Ratmaster, your spawn continue to defy expectations despite the unfavorable odds.
don't you have to actually have spawned them to call them Spawn? You could call them as kids.
Yes, well, there are other families besides your giant menagerie involved in this game. Perhaps more than
Maybe his sister or whatever that helps us with the dream coins.
But the only families in this thing are the Orokus and Hamados. Stockman don't got a family, just his stupid mousers.
Whoever you're talking about,
Unless you're wrong about that.
my point, Turtle, is that we yet have time to find out which
You and me, we're sitting here playing together. We're family.
siblings so crudely
Husby and I.
should not be messed with.
Based on empirical evidence, I'd have to say we already know the answer to that.
Yeah, and then ain't being cocky.
I love that it shows him always lifting up his glasses in the frame and him eating pizza. But yeah, we don't know where half that shit comes from.
Turtle child, and this trophy could not be more apropos to the conversation at hand.
I was gonna say, the last one's gonna be his head.
Us.
Yes, the image of a loving family frozen in time, a priceless keepsake, and quite possibly all that will remain to you of your father's visage should you...
I wonder if they're really gonna like upgrade everything when we have to fight for Splinter, or if it's just gonna be like this. Because he makes it sound like he's gonna cheat or something.
And when will that be?
Right.
I suggest you ask your robot companion.
Okay.
How do you...
Goodbye.
Well, how does he know what we fought with? We take a clone of Metalhead with us, so at least if you have him special.
April?
Yes, Metalhead?
Are you sure you want me to say it?
You know what? Go ahead, my friend.
Warning! We got incoming!
Gotta say, you make it look so easy, MH.
Yeah, turtles do go into their shells. Maybe he has a whole pizza oven back there
What does? Did you guys lose?
and a freezer near the ass.
it's the trophy we won. An old family photo Father keeps in the dojo.
Stinking creepy guy. Playing with our heads all this time. And now he's gotta mess with Mikey's heart, too.
Just Mikey's?
He knows that we're using Metalhead to analyze the trophies. It's like he's nowhere and everywhere all at once.
That almost sounds like a guy who could hack in.
Swear, just when it feels like we're
Because
getting close to
knowing what
figuring
Metalhead's
something
doing?
out, that jerk throws another curveball at us.
Analysis complete. Photograph is a missing inventory item, but there's a new variable.
I just kind of picture it with like Woodstock's house now. That in Mikey's shell, there's like this whole big like mansion.
Nuts and bolts are talking about.
And now he has like everything he needs back in there.
Master Splinter, that is. Bring the inventory level to 100%.
So, this is it then.
The final boss battle.
Ooh.
That's why he told me to ask my robot friend. He knew we'd find out we made it to the final round.
Which also means he'll be ready for us.
So does that mean the Metalhead we're using is not actually the real one?
React to.
I agree. We've gotten past everything he, Shredder, and Stockman have thrown at us so far. We're as ready as we're ever gonna be.
And willing.
See? That's what I thought. That's where I get the Yoshi from. Thank you.
Let's just go get our dad.
Because I saw it in this game at one point. I'm like, okay, Yoshi is one of the two. All right, but that'll do for today. I'm coming back tomorrow with Arietta of Spirits. I hope you have a good night and take care of you, and I will see you all tomorrow.